Never know what she's going to do.
All right, here we go.
Cybernation Uncensored.
All right, this is Fallout Pacific Northwest. We are on Cybernation Uncensored, and Cybernation Uncensored is sponsored by Modifius Entertainment. I'm Darren Drader, the Game Master. I'm also a game designer. Also, if it looks like I got a little sun today, it's because I did, because I was on the sidelines at the Washington State and North Colorado game, where I shouldn't say I'm with the officiating crew. The Cougars blew them out of the water. So that's pretty much all I've got to say about that today, unless we want to change our format for just tonight and just talk about sports. I think that'd be awesome. Since I know since you three are like sports experts too, so that'd be just an amazing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and introduce Dennis. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dennis on the internet. You can find me at okayest__DM pretty much everywhere. I run the OkayestDM YouTube channel where I make mistakes running games so you don't have to. Lately, I've been designing Saga's setting and genre agnostic system, which is exactly what it sounds like. You can pick up your free copy of the playtest over on DriveThruRPG.
Awesome. All right, Raven.
Hey everyone, my name is Raven. You can find me all over the internet at A Familiar Raven. I'm the chronicler for the High Riders campaign on every Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific. At some point in time, when we get together for GM Rob Mulligan's Cyborg game, I play an orphaned gearhead character named Ruckus, who also has a mobile weapons platform named Ruckus. Which one is the real Ruckus? We'll have to figure that one out. Anyways, and tonight I'm playing a Miss Gutsy, bot by the name of Major Gusset, who happens to be like ultra violent and shoot first, ask questions later. So let's see how this goes tonight.
Dennis, did you introduce your character?
Yes.
No, I will be playing our nice green sniper guy, the teenager Garrick Benson. Is he a teenager? He used to be a teenager.
Not literally green.
He's the face of the team.
He's not. There are literally green people in this world. I remember now.
Yes.
He is not. He is human. Human. No.
You're the face of the team.
Yep.
Yeah. For some reason. He's the sniper and the voice, and apparently was part of the Brotherhood of Steel, but he doesn't remember.
Your character doesn't have very good memory in general.
No, not with that much radiation.
No more skooma for you.
Okay, Eric.
Eric Leonard. I'm on Twitter as @FreeBodar, and I like playing games, and I play games with Darren a bunch, and I'll be playing Regis Mosset, our erstwhile wilderness expert / adventurer / really terrible person with firearms.
Okay, a couple other things I'd like to mention right now. Number one, we normally have Capricious Nature with us playing Bolt the Ghoul. He is not able to join us tonight due to the fact that he is on the other side of the world, and his work schedule is interfering. Also, last week we had a guest player named John who was playing who's playing, why am I drawing a blank? I should know it. Miyamoto Lamore, who is a samurai. He is also not able to join us. Now, I knew that when I lined up his guest slot, that the odds of getting him back were slim. And unfortunately, he is not able to make it. There was some question as to whether, if the auto workers went on strike, if he'd be on strike, and if he was, he could join us. But the auto workers did go on strike, but not his particular factory. So as a result, we don't have him with us. But Miyamoto is going to get played by Dennis, at least in terms of dice rolling and such. And that actually brings up a little piece of lore that we were discussing before we started. Unless you've been with us since the very beginning and are familiar with Miyamoto from like before we were on Cybernation Uncensored, you don't actually know what the deal is with samurai. So to give you a clue here, this is a group that started out in the ruins of Seattle. There's first of all, let me just say there's nothing authentic about the samurai whatsoever. This is a group of people who discovered these old samurai movies and martial arts movies and decided it would be way cool to take on that image, that persona. And so they formed a gang, and somehow that gang actually managed to catch on and spread throughout the region, which is why you will find samurai here and there throughout. So as far as Miyamoto is concerned, he started out a samurai and then defected to the marshals. But he still wears he wears kind of a combination of samurai gear with martial gear. And the samurai in general, he's kind of on the outs with them. Although occasionally when he was a regular part of the group, there was one in particular he would run into that was on at least semi-friendly terms with him. So anyway, that should catch you up to where we're at right now, at least with what's going on with players. Who wants to bring us up to speed as far as what's going on story-wise? Anybody? Raven, I choose you.
Oh, no. So Major Gusset's a version of what's going on, and she charges in the battle, and she's trying to start some shit.
That's right. We had a fight last time, didn't we?
Oh, we're just getting started.
A small one.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously I'm going to have to help you out a little bit here. You guys are on a road trip from Vault 2 in what's left of Spokane, and you're trying to hit many of the different groups within the Pacific Northwest to try to unite them, because Caesar's Legion, which is up from the New Vegas area, or I should say what's left of it, has been going around and uniting all the scumbags of the area, all the gangs and stuff like that. They've been uniting them under their banner, and they've also somehow managed to start producing power armor. So as a result, if they're not stopped at some point, they're likely to become the largest power player in the region, which would completely destabilize this Pacific Northwest. So needless to say, they are the bad guys here. They're not playing nice with anybody. In fact, they're the ones who originally stole Vault 2's reactor core, and that's what kicked off the campaign in the first place. So you guys are on a road trip. You hit Cooley Dam, or the city of Cooley, which is right by Cooley Dam. You gave them a ham radio so that they can actually contact you. The marshals are actually located in the town of Yakima, Vegas being where modern day Yakima is. And just in case anybody isn't aware, Yakima Vegas is actually a slang term that we do use for Yakima today in the real world. So when they got to Yakima Vegas, they realized that they were met by Miyamoto, who told them that he's actually trying to put together a crew to attack a Caesar's Legion outpost, which is nearby. So you guys went there, you took out a scout, and that was just a little bit ago, but it's nighttime. You caused a whole bunch of noise. So you have circled around, and you are currently outside of the outpost somewhere. Right now, you've got cover. They can't see you. You can't see them either, but you're about a quarter of a mile away from the outpost. And rumor has it there's actually a Caesar's Legion higher up at that outpost. And so you're hoping that if you go in there, you can take him out and steal that whatever intelligence he might be carrying and bring it back. So that's pretty much where we're at. Like I said, you guys are just a little bit outside of the outpost. Nobody's on to you at the moment. So you guys have time to sit and plan. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm really not that good at, I don't know, storming castles. That's a phrase people use, right? So I'm going to have to ask the veteran among us, Major, how would you go about this? We need to get in there, kill the Caesar's Legion higher up, and get the information and get out. Are we going to be able to kill everyone in there? Like, is that reasonable?
Back in the day, we had like what I was asking before, artillery. We would just lay siege to the place we were trying to get into until they couldn't support
Right.
they couldn't defend themselves anymore. But we don't have that option. So, Trojan horse.
I'm unfamiliar.
Send someone in under false pretense, and then try to work in the back without being discovered.
We could just start a fire.
That too. That works.
Yeah, that's helpful.
That building look burnable?
It could theoretically be burned once you get past the wall of cars that they have surrounding it, a wall of dead cars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they've also got what look like watchtowers, because the whole thing is enclosed by like I said, the wall of burnt out cars. So they've got watchtowers, which is a pretty safe bet that they've got snipers or other weapons up there.
Or we probe their perimeter, see where they have a weak spot, and try to slip in.
So there's a gate between these cars, yeah?
Oh yeah.
And how many watchtowers?
There's one on each corner, so there's a total of 4.
Okay. But we need to take out 2 at least in order to get in if we're trying to stealth. Open to ideas. I don't know if these baseball grenades have enough oomph in them to blow up a wall of cars.
Let's say no. So, like I still say like what I was suggesting is try to find a weak point in their perimeter, and see if we can slip in if they have any openings in their wall.
Like this a stealth mission.
Yes, because we don't have the numbers
Right.
to support a full on siege.
All right, let's Let's go for a walk then. Are there any other entrances besides this gate in the wall of cars?
No, they've got it locked up pretty well.
We could dig under it, maybe.
That would take months. Maybe get the taco dozer.
No. Even in the taco dozer, with that many guns pointing at us, we'd be sitting ducks.
Quack.
That high of caliber of weapons to breach the armor of the taco dozer.
High caliber trumps high calorie in this case.
You know.
What if I
would
drive
like
the taco dozer?
There's one other thing I'd like to point out, which is that you guys haven't exactly scouted the area yet.
Oh,
That's what I was saying is probe the perimeter.
Yeah, that's. Let's scout the area, guys. I feel like that's something we should do.
Spend the luck to find a weak spot.
yeah.
We can do that, right?
I'll spend some of Miyamoto's luck for it.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, like I said, you haven't exactly scouted out the area. So if there happens to be anything that might reveal a weak spot or an unguarded entrance, say, you wouldn't know about it just yet.
Okay, let's try to find that unguarded weak spot. Assuming it's there.
Okay, so like I said, you're about a quarter of a mile away from the place right now, and you're in a safe location in that they can't see your position from the outpost. What kind of search pattern do you want to take here?
The stealthiest person goes up and does the scouting on their own, probably.
Which would not be me because they'd be able to see my
closer
flame.
in order to see.
So stealthy, something tells me it's going to be one of the people you're playing.
Yeah.
Dennis.
Miyamoto and Garrick both have a sneak of 4. Neither of us have it as a tag skill, but let's go with tough choice. All right, I'll go up. I've got the scope. I can probably find something along this wall.
Nightbreed DOA says, "Evening, everyone." He's got the popcorn out.
Oh, me too, man.
Okay, so
They're just here for the carnage.
I'm sorry. Did you say Miyamoto or did you say Garrick?
Garrick will be going up because he has a scope.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So do you want to like go clockwise, counterclockwise, a further out and back in pattern? What exactly do you want to do?
Ping. Heads, clockwise.
Clockwise. Okay. Okay. So basically, you're wanting to stay about a quarter mile out, but then do like a circle around it. Until
If I find something interesting, I'll risk getting a bit closer to get more details. But I don't want to get too close. I don't want to risk. Don't want to have too much risk of being spotted.
Okay. All right. You move out. I assume you're ready to move out.
Yeah.
Okay. You move out and you're walking for a while. keeping your distance away from the outpost. In the distance, you notice what looks like a little bit of a ditch, a little bit of a depression in the landscape. You're about 15 minutes out, so you've actually gone about a mile actually already. And you notice where there's a little bit of a dip in the landscape. Like it looks like once there might have been a stream running through there or something like that.
Does that dip, that empty, dry stream bed, run underneath the cars?
You wouldn't know that just yet. You haven't investigated enough.
Let's find out.
All right. You go check out the dip, and it's large enough that you can actually it's actually, the top of it is over your head, and you see a grate set into the hillside, into a hillside, which is facing the direction of the outpost.
So if I go through this grate, I'll end up underneath the outpost building.
Potentially. Now it is a grating, and the grating is it's too tight for you to slip through.
Right,
so
we'd have to blow it or
issue.
cut it. All right, I'll keep looking. Keep going clockwise.
Okay. Moving along, you see a few dead cars, but you're not really seeing anything else that looks particularly promising.
All right. I will report back to the party then.
Okay. And I would say it takes you probably a full hour to circle this thing and get back to the party.
Hey, it's me. Okay, so not a whole lot of option. No breaks or chinks in the cars except for that gate, the heavily guarded gate, the one that we probably couldn't even take with the taco dozer. But I did find maybe another option. So about 300 or 400 yards that way, I found a grate, like a sewer drain coming out of the building, or I assume it could lead into the building. Do we have a way to cut through a half-inch steel bar?
Sure do.
Amazing. Okay, yes, that's our way.
My flamer. I can just fine tune the way it cuts, or the way it's
like a blowtorch instead of a flamethrower.
Where it's focused.
Okay.
Perfect. Cool. All right. Well, in that case, I think we're ready to move out. What do you say, Miyamoto? Oh yeah, I think Garrett's has a great idea.
Welcome to my world. We're absolutely not crazy most of the time.
Usually I have conversations with myself when I'm a DM. I've never done it as a player before. This is new.
Well, that's what happens when you end up running multiple characters.
Yep. You shouldn't have told them that.
Okay, so you're ready to move out then?
Yep.
Okay,
Maybe.
So you lead him to the grate. And what you're looking at, the grate is large enough that you could actually stand up in it. The exception of Major Gus, who doesn't really stand, you hover. But what you're seeing,
damn good hovering too.
What you're seeing is it looks as though this was once some kind of a drainage system, and you're not exactly sure what that would have gone to exactly, but you do know that it looks like it leads into a fairly large tunnel that is headed right in the direction that you're trying to go in. And The grading is pretty rusty.
Major, how long would it take you if you cut through this?
Hold on a second. One moment while I adjust the tip of my flamethrower to change it into a blowtorch.
And Overseer, basically what I'm asking is, how long would it take us to get through this thing quietly versus just blowing it?
Well, I can't exactly tell you that without you doing some more investigation.
I think Garrick's all investigated out.
Like I said, it looks like it's very rusty.
How thick is the grating?
Um,
Half-inch thick, 1 inch thick,
Grating is about a 1/4 inch thick.
1/4 inch thick.
Originally.
Originally, is it reinforced?
No, it's just very, very rusted.
Oh, well, rusted. That means that that the metal is degraded.
A lot.
So it should be brittle. Maybe I can just push. Garrett, come here a minute. No, I'm kidding. Try to.
I'll take care of it, and Miyamoto will help try to just pull this grate off.
Fun.
Okay. Gonna need to make a roll here. We're gonna need
Athletics.
strength and athletics, yes. And what we're looking for.
We got one.
Is 2 successes.
And I will have Miyamoto use one of his luck points.
Can I support with my torch?
I'm gonna say no. Trying to torch through it would be a different activity.
Okay.
No luck.
All right, sorry, Miyamoto. I'm using another one of your luck points. I can do that, right? You can use more than one luck point on a roll. Okay.
Use an action point.
Well, I don't know if Miyamoto's coming back, so I want to save those.
Oh.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Stuff instead of a group pool.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. I would just pretend that he's acting in the interest of the group.
Do we have any +2s? All right, -2s?
I don't think so.
I'm not seeing any
Chat,
in the chat
help.
right now.
Help, chat. Help.
Chat
right,
doesn't seem to be too accommodating right now.
Does that count? Does that count if Raven redeems some channel points?
Does Raven have channel points to redeem?
Yes.
Oh, you mean channel points from this session? No, it's got to be somebody else. It's got to be somebody in the chat.
I mean, I have 9.6K
It was worth a
saved
try.
up.
It was worth a try. That's why I give
Raven,
my
how many channel points do you have?
A Benny.
All right, I will use another luck point. Oh, it's another failure, but it's not a crit fail.
Stop failing. It's
I
very
don't see another
detrimental
way
to
through
us.
this, so
Boy, I tried to make it easy on you guys, and it's not easy.
you asked for 2 successes, and doors are notorious in all TTRPGs.
That's true. That's
Well,
true.
Garrick
You're
tries
throwing
to make
the
it all difficult for
boss
us.
at us first. What are you doing?
It's
All
all
right,
your
one
fault.
more luck point. And another 19. Nope.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Nothing.
Hey, look at it this way. At least you're getting your bad rolls out now.
because that's definitely how probability works. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Yeah, probability can be weird. Like last night, my wife and I were playing Rummy, and she ended up winning the game with 510 points or something like that, and I had, I believe, 50.
Whoa.
And I'm good at the game, so I mean, let's. Sometimes you just don't get it. No, you're not.
Ooh.
She said, "I'm just better."
Someone was being challenged.
That does sound a little bit like
All right, Miyamoto. Clearly, you haven't been part of the group for a while. Let Garrick Benson give it a shot. Putting his everything on the line here to do an athletics check that I think is going to be worse. We'll see. I mean,
see what
2
the dice
successes,
say.
right?
Yes.
2 failures.
Wow.
Not even gonna try a reroll here. Oh, okay. That's pretty solid. All right, Major. Unless you can rip this thing off, I think we're gonna need to cut through.
Start cutting.
Okay. All right. You start cutting. I don't think you.
Garrick will keep watch.
I don't think you necessarily need to make a roll to cut through metal if you've got the equipment.
Right.
But you are going to be throwing a lot of sparks and making a lot of noise.
So I do have a question about like where is that in this sewer, correct? Is there methane?
No.
From all the number 2.
Nice try.
There is.
No, I'm worried about about an explosion.
Yeah.
Me sparking-
Worried
me
or looking
sparking-
forward to?
You don't know, do you?
No, I don't.
So I would say no, you're not detecting any methane.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it doesn't look like water has flowed through here since the bombs fell.
Oh, okay. Not a
As
problem
far
then.
as sewers go, it doesn't smell too bad.
Then where are they? Wait. Are they digging cat holes?
I'm just happy we don't have to wade through sludge.
Yep. Me too.
Oh, that would be horrible for you guys.
All right. Unless Regis can rip this thing off, I think we're SOL, and we're going to have to risk the noise of torch cutting through this.
I'm cutting
I mean-
through. I'm
I mean,
cutting
I'm gonna
anyway.
be. I'm gonna be honest. As somebody who's got actual metal shop experience, I'll tell you, it's not that much noise, but you're gonna be able to hear. You're gonna be able to hear like the hiss of the gases coming out of the
Yep.
the torch.
Mhm.
And like I said, there's going to be some sparks thrown. So what'll end up happening is you're gonna light up this area, so that somebody from the distance is going to see some flashing and stuff going on here. So that's a potential issue that could come up.
So when you guys
What
need to
time
really
is it?
pay
Like,
attention.
I thought we had sunlight.
No, you guys aren't gonna. No, it's you guys left at night.
This is nighttime. Okay,
Yeah.
that changes things.
Yeah. So you
Ooh, welcome,
you
Raiders.
remaining need to pay attention or need to pull a really good guard while I'm cutting.
You know, it would be a really, really cool idea to have, since we're playing Fallout, have raiders show up every time we got raided on Twitch. But right now, I'm very glad that that's not the case.
No, you're actually kind of lucky in that they do not post guards here.
No, I'm talking about them.
Oh.
Them keeping watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't.
Yeah, I'm keeping watch, eyes on the scope, looking specifically at the watchtowers.
Okay.
That's a ticket.
You can't actually see the watchtowers from where you're at.
Okay.
Wonderful.
You're,
That means
you're
they probably
sitting.
can't see us.
You're sitting low enough to where there's a barrier that they can't see beyond. But what they might be able to see potentially is the flashing of light coming from this direction.
Let's see if we have any way to stop that.
I'm telling you, we could set a fire somewhere else, man. I like fire. Terrible idea.
Are any of you carrying anything junk-wise, like that can screen?
Big enough to block light.
Yes.
Well, I'm usually not the first to actually suggest this, but if we all huddle really close around the grate while the major cuts through it, we might be able to block a good portion of the light.
Let's do it. I like this plan.
People pile.
Yeah.
There we go. Just like the cruise.
I'm going to turn my face.
I would also
away
like to
from
mention
this.
to you the fact that this is. I'm not trying to feed you a course of action here or not, but you are in a desert region right now, which means there are tumbleweeds. So if you need something to burn, there is stuff that is flammable.
Damn it,
All right,
Garrett! Why
Regis,
didn't
you
you think of this?
pyromaniac. What do you have in mind?
Yeah, Regis, what do you have in mind?
Oh,
Fire!
well,
Fire!
yeah. I have no good idea, but if we're concerned about us lighting up the sky, maybe we light it up somewhere else too.
Regis is hiking up his shirt above his head. Fire! Fire!
All
little
right,
bit.
which one of us is fastest?
So
Not I.
Regis,
We
what
could
you're talking about
collect
is
a bunch of
is a
tumbleweeds,
diversion.
start a fire somewhere as a
Pretty much,
diversion.
yeah.
All right. Are there any like dry trees nearby?
There's a fair amount of wood that once was trees. I mean, this is a region that even in the real world is desert. So there's not a ton of trees, but even if you go to the desert, you're going to find, you're going to find tumbleweeds. Occasionally, you're going to find certain types of trees. And this being the post-apocalypse, a lot of those trees are dead. So, if you're just kind of like scouting around, it doesn't take you too long to find some branches and twigs and stuff like that are just kind of out here in the sand.
So I have a laser musket. I assume that the laser energy does damage via heat. Would I be able to set a tree on fire by shooting it? Given I think this wood would be very dry, but I don't know, like, in lore, what exactly the laser damage is. It's just energy, but it doesn't specify what kind.
Well, I think the idea of trying to set even flammable stuff on, unless it's a flammable gas on fire with like a laser, isn't terribly realistic.
Well, you
need-
can set you can set fires with a powerful enough laser. That's a real thing. I just
True.
don't know if that translates to this world.
I don't know. I'll say if you give me a couple successes on your attack roll, you can figure it out.
So, idea. We have two options. One of us can go over to that tree, like collect some tumbleweed, stuff it into the roots, and light it, and hope the tree catches as a diversion. Or I can go somewhere else. Like, I don't want to shoot from here because, laser musket, big bang, big flash of light, line of light. I don't want to give away our location immediately. So I would have to go somewhere else, shoot a tree. Doesn't really matter which one, as long as it's close enough for them to see, and hope it catches on fire. Does anybody have any inclination one way or another?
I like
Going
your idea.
once, going twice.
I have 2 ideas. Which one do you like more?
The last one.
Shooting. All right.
Give me a intelligence survival check and try to get 1 success.
Survival. Intelligence survival, not endurance survival. So
Right.
I'm trying to remember how to do that. There it is. Okay. Intelligence, submit, survival, submit, 2 dice, ag skill, yes, submit.
Aha.
1
okay.
success and a crit success.
Okay. Light bulb goes on over your head, and you realize something. The light from a blowtorch is not visible when the sun's out.
You guys just want to like camp here for 6 hours?
I love that idea. Let's do it.
Sure. Why not?
I mean, so camp here for 6 hours is going to delay our attack. And I'm trying to remember, GM, did we promise a time frame for this assault?
You did not.
Wonderful.
Originally,
We're going
we
to
planned
assault
for dusk.
tomorrow night instead. So during the day, we'll come out here, cut out that grate, hope they don't notice, and then when night falls again, we'll try again.
Sure.
Okay. Sounds
Press
good.
triangle to wait.
Okay, so the plan is wait till daytime, cut out the grate, and then hold your position until middle of the night, the next night, and then do it. Okay. Okay, everybody's in agreement?
Sure.
Okay. You hang out for 6 hours. Not a whole lot to do, but nobody comes stumbling upon your position. Eventually, the sun comes up.
All right, I think that's enough, Light Major. Go for it.
You're not the boss of me. I'm going to start cutting.
Okay. You're cutting. You are throwing a lot of sparks, but the sparks are flying into the tunnel, and you're not causing enough of a distraction out here or light for it to be noticeable during the daytime from their position. So after you've been cutting for about a good 10 minutes, you've cut through the grate, and all you should need to do at this point is give it a little bit of a kick, and it should fall in.
Garrett, come over here.
Yeah? Oh, you're done. Cool.
When I nod one of my eye stalks, you bash it with your head.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. There we go. That was the signal.
I'm going to grab the grate and pull.
Oh,
Are you wearing gloves?
You don't follow orders very well, do you?
Oh, no, I am not wearing gloves.
You're going to take some damage.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Give me 1 second here.
See, if you would have just bashed it with your head, then you would have had character scars.
Okay, looks like you take a total of 3 damage, and
Wonderful.
your hands are now they're very quickly going to be covered in blisters.
Oh,
Oh, silly meatbag! You do know I was joking around, right?
okay. Ow. Oh. Ah. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna pour take some of my water from my water skin and pour it onto my hands. Try to cool them off as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a thick cloth and wrap it around my hands, both of them.
Oh, come here, come here, you goofball!
You know, Major, why am I doing this? Don't you have a claw?
I was joking around when I said, "Oh, mess with the grate," but you took me a little too literally.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Just remember, when you cut through
Brotherhood of
metal,
Steel training that I don't remember. Follow orders no matter what.
just remember when you cut through metal, that metal becomes very
Whole
hot,
metal gets,
very
no
hot.
matter, yes, no matter where on the metal you are, it will be hot, even if it's like feet from where you're cutting.
Maybe not always feet, but in this case, she went around the entire thing,
Yeah,
so that heat permeated the whole thing.
yeah. Eric
I'm gonna
did
tend to
not.
his wound.
Eric failed physics. Fun fact, so did I.
I'm gonna re-roll that 19 with a luck.
The tension is palpable.
Hey, there you go.
And I earned us an action point.
Right.
So 3
that's
successes.
Awesome. Okay, she gives you the burn cream goop.
Does anyone smell hot
You're-
dog? No.
You rub it on your hands.
Oh man, ouch.
Major, I didn't know
now-
you could smell.
I have some olfactory sensors installed.
Of course.
That's how I can tell if there's methane.
How much do I heal? Or is that how this works?
That's a good question. I don't have the answer off the top of my head.
Neither do I.
No. Okay.
Let me look. Medicine.
I don't think you can heal with a medicine. Oh no, if you used a healing salve, right?
Yeah.
Heals 2 HP.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. You're still only down 1. Not that big of a deal.
Cool. Ah, thanks, Major. Okay, can you let's not let the grate hit the ground because I don't want to make that much of a noise. Please.
Okay.
Well, actually, if the grate falls in, it's going to be metal on metal, and that'll make a bit of noise. If the grate falls outward, it's going to come out and hit dirt. Well, dirt, sand, rock. So,
Right. I was thinking it would hit a rock and ring. Not as loud, but definitely a pull.
So how do you want to play this?
Well, I think the person that can't get burned by touching hot metal should pull the grate out.
Oh, I suppose.
Okay. In that case, give me. I'll have to look you up again. Give me a strength plus. I got throwing. Do they have pulling? They don't have pulling. Strength athletics,
Okay, one moment.
and you only need one success on this.
Strength athletics. Okay.
Uh huh.
It's not tagged. Oh,
Wow,
no. I want to use a luck to reroll that.
you guys are on fire tonight.
By not,
We also have 2 -2s in chat now,
Okay,
thanks to Vampire Bites in Shinobi 190.
thank you. And I'll take an action point. Yeah, I'll use an action point.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Well, you only needed one success, and you got it. So
hey,
Nice.
the grate comes out, opening a path for you.
All right.
Would you like to touch the bars again?
I
leave
think
with
they're
your cheek
fine
this
where
time?
they are.
yeah,
Maybe with the sole of my boot.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, so into the tunnel and hang out for 12 hours.
Yeah, slightly into the tunnel.
Okay. Yeah, you go into the tunnel and it remains the size that it is on the outside, meaning that you can actually stand up in it. You notice that the ground is covered in caked on dried mud. So you're not getting you're not getting mud. You're getting dust. You're getting like soil. It's kind of, but you're not getting anything that shows that there's been any kind of water moving through here for a very long time.
What about footprints?
No, you're not seeing footprints either.
Cool. Well, I don't know if they know about this place. They might have trapped it, or someone that used to be here might have trapped it. Let's keep an eye out. But for now, just take a breather. I think going under cover of night is still best. See if we can get them while they're sleeping.
Okay.
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 Press triangle to wait.
Okay, time lapse. So you hang out, and the day goes by. Eventually, you see the sun start to sink behind the horizon, and it is now dark once again.
All right. They should be asleep by now. Let's get moving inside.
Okay. All right, you're moving along, and well, like I said, you're still about a good quarter mile away from this place. So, it takes you a good 15 minutes in this tunnel to get to the end of it. So by the time you get to the end of it, even if it was daylight, you'd be looking out at the end of the tunnel, and it would just be like a little dot of light, except that this is night, so you don't even have that. Eventually, what you come to, though, is there are some pipes coming in from above that basically just open up into this area. There's also some metal rungs that lead up to a wooden trapdoor.
All right. go first. I'll climb the metal rungs up to the trap door, and the first thing I'll do is listen at it.
Okay. You listen at it. You don't hear anything.
All right. There's no way this is going to work. I put my hand on it, and I just push.
Okay, you put your hand on it, and you push, and the trap door pops open.
That's insane. Hey, guys, we're in.
You're in. I can't get up there.
Really?
You can't just thrust your way up?
Well, I suppose I can. Okay, apparently I can.
I'm going to peek my head out and see what sort of room we're in.
Okay, you peek your head out, and you appear to be in a bathroom. There
I guess
are
that makes sense.
there are 10 stalls, and there's a door on the opposite side of the room.
Are any of the stalls closed?
No,
I see any feet underneath them.
no.
Wonderful. I will hop out and reach down to help anybody else up that needs it.
Okay. All right, you all managed to get up into the bathroom, and you're now in this room.
All right. I go to the door at the bathroom and I listen.
Okay. You're listening, and you're not hearing anything on the other side of the door.
Open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and you are standing in a very small building. Across the way from you, you can see what was clearly once a red rocket.
Wait. Inside?
The gas, it's a gas station. It's a Red Rocket gas station surrounded by a wall of cars.
Okay.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Is there
Now,
anybody
you-
here?
Nobody's noticed you yet, but you do see some people walking around. They, like I said, they don't seem to be paying too much attention to their bathroom building. And if there's, it's also a pretty good guess that the bathroom building hasn't been used for a very long time, given the fact that there's no fresh sludge coming from it. Coming from the tunnel underneath.
Caesar's Legion, more like Snoozer's Legion. What are these guys doing?
Among all the buildings that I can see, do any of them look like they might be more likely to house a leader of Caesar's Legion?
Well, there is only one other building besides the bathroom building, and that is
yes.
the Red Rocket. Yes. Yeah,
Well,
basically the way it's set up.
Here.
Basically, the way it's set up is, that Red Rockets were once gas stations / truck stops, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a group bathroom that people would come and use. As a matter of fact, there's even what used to be showers. So people can come in here, take a shower, go to the bathroom, and leave. Except that when the plumbing and the water stopped working, they left this place, and eventually Caesar's Legion came in and claimed it as their own, as an outpost. Now, the Red Rocket is the station part of the gas station. So that's where you're going to find probably an office, as well as the equivalent of a mini mart. And also the cashier, the area where the cashier would be at.
All right, let's go rob a gas station.
Oh, and then there's there's also the wall of cars that I mentioned. You've got the 4 towers that are at the intersection points there. It looks as though the people stationed in those are keeping their attention outward. They're not looking at anything that's going on inwards. They're not expecting an attack from within.
All right, let's not turn this into a firefight, because if we do, we are going to be in a kill box. But I think that since this building looks like it hasn't been used in a while, let's see if the other building houses our quarry.
Okay.
Attempt to sneak over to the other building, peek in a window.
Okay. Are you going by yourself? And which one of you?
Oh, that's true. Garrick.
Okay.
Actually, no. Miyamoto would probably be much better at this.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. You want Miyamoto to go then?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me. Let me look at this again. Miyamoto. You're going to want to do an agility sneak check, and you're going to want to give me 2 successes.
That's 1 success. We need another success here, so I'm going to burn the action point that I generated. I can't change the action points on Roll20, but we should have a total of 4. I'm going to use one of them right now.
Okay.
And when I'd use an action point, I re-roll both, correct? Or do I just re-roll one?
An action point? I thought an action point was just re-rolling 1 die.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I think that would be more balanced. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was.
Yeah,
my understanding was luck. Luck does both, and luck is just total reroll, and action point is just 1. I thought
the first action point is 1 additional dice, and then I think 2 extra
2
points.
more to do it again.
Yeah.
That's only 1 success.
Okay.
With the action point reroll.
Okay. Bad news. You've been noticed by a member of the Legion. Now, the guy who notices you, he is not dressed in in Legion gear. He looks more like your average thug. He's wearing a leather jacket. Looks like he's got a couple of guns strapped on. But he sees you, and he just kind of freezes.
I float over in his direction.
So he just kind of freezes.
It's happening.
And then, what's that?
Major Gusset is approaching the guy.
Major Gusset. Well, okay, you chose that. All right, so he pulls a gun out and he goes, "Who are you?"
Huh?
Haven't seen you here before. Who are you?
Are you talking to me?
Your bathrooms are great, man.
Oh, he's so bad at lying. Great. I was looking for the bathroom.
Yeah.
He kind of gives you a weird look and he goes, "You were looking for the bathroom."
Yes.
But who are you?
None yet.
I was the guy looking for the bathroom. I'm new and I don't know where it is.
You're new.
Yeah.
He kind
I'm going to use
of shakes his head. Kind of shakes his head and goes, tell you what,
Should I draw on him?
I'm not sure I believe you.
Okay, I shoot him.
Miyamoto is at. I was about to say Miyamoto is going to try to decapitate this guy.
Okay.
There you go.
And actually, I'll re-roll those two misses. Good luck.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, that'll be a hit.
we're all getting in on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor dude.
Okay, give me a hit location. Give me some damage.
Or the shot or the sword.
Well, it looks like Major Gusset was the first one to hit, so I would start with that.
All right. I don't think the hit location is gonna matter. That was 2 crits.
I do have perks. I do have better criticals and bloody mess.
Hey.
And those are crits, and then my original was a hit. So that's actually 5 hits.
Holy crap! So what's your total damage?
Let me look at. The energy weapon is 4 damage dice. So 4 times, right? Or
no, I'm saying how much damage to be done.
oh,
Okay, so it looks like 3 in an effect.
yes.
Okay, what's the effect?
Let's see. One second. There we go. Oh, the effect. I'm sorry. A little bit of thingy. Piercing 1.
Okay. Let's see even
And then better criticals. Like I said, when I inflict a critical hit, I roll a d6. If it's an effect, I roll it's another injury, and that's for bloody mess. And then better criticals, when I inflict 1 or more points of damage to an enemy, I spend 1 luck point, and it's an automatic critical.
Okay.
So I roll a d6. 1 second. That's just damage.
Okay, so it looks like 1 more damage and no effect.
Nope.
Okay. Well, he's not dead, so I need a hit location.
Okay, so that's where the 20 comes into play. 10.
Okay, and 10 is the...
Probably torso, but I don't know for sure. Took it away from the Roll20 character sheet.
Let's bring the character sheet back. Okay. I guess that's a Major Gusset character sheet. Why don't we do...
Miyamoto.
Okay. 10 is going to be...
It used to say next to head, right arm, left arm, what the numbers to hit
Yeah,
are,
I'm not seeing it.
but
I know where I can look it up in the book. I was just hoping I didn't have to. There we go. Looks like Okay, left arm is 9 to 11. So left arm.
But did I blow his left arm off?
I would say that his left arm is not functional. You just took half his hit points away to the left arm.
So it's crippled. It's just laying there, or
So-
it's just dangling.
It's really a question of, can Miyamoto finish this guy off real quick?
How are your sword skills, Miyamoto?
I think you already
We're
rolled,
about to
didn't
find
you?
out. I did already roll a crit.
Okay, so let's go.
So we'll give
Let's go ahead and go with that.
Leginsu.
damage 4 with piercing 1. And the location on a humanoid is right leg.
Okay. You chop his leg out from under him, and he is bleeding out.
Quick, cover his mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Case he's a screamer.
I'm going to...
That's the good news. The bad news is you've drawn more attention.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a gunshot.
Yeah. So you now see a total of 5 people who are looking at you after you just cut down one of their own.
Yeah.
And they're about to go from long range to medium range.
Hold on.
Anything
He
you
was
wanna-
a spy. He was a spy.
Says the
Subterfuge.
major gusset that none of them would ever
Yeah.
recognize.
Subterfuge. It's possible that they would believe me. I don't know. What are the odds? What are the odds?
Garrick is seeing a gunshot fire. There's no other way out of this now. He's going to take a shot at the most dangerous looking guy.
Okay. They all look pretty equally dangerous.
Then he'll take a shot at the closest one.
Reddit is sensitive bits.
Okay. I'm going to give you one surprise action on this one since they just realized this is going on. At that point, we're going to go to regular combat, and let me just make sure. Oh, that's not the correct initiative. So at least is that.
Chat, hit us with a positive plot twist, please.
So what's going to happen is Garrick is going to get one shot at one of these dudes, and then it'll be Miyamoto. And then we'll go through, and looks like they're still last, but just because they're last doesn't mean that they're not going to hurt you. So
Right.
okay, so is that a hit? Is that what I'm seeing?
I have not rolled yet. I'm still
Oh,
making
okay.
sure I get because I have awareness. Is the target within close range?
No. Target
Okay,
is
then
at
that would
target
not apply.
is at medium range.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Just generating action points over here. Don't mind me.
Sweet.
And that is 2, 4, 6, 7 with piercing 2.
Holy crap! Give me that post on that.
Hit
You just turned someone
location,
into Swiss
torso.
cheese.
Okay, he's barely alive.
Went in nice and neat
survived
in
that?
entry.
Yeah.
He did
He
survive
has a
that.
hole in his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Not for long.
Must
yeah.
be an anime character or something.
Yeah.
Something out of a DBZ shot. Like or or One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fist of the North Star kind of explosion.
Damage effects. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. was what I was looking for. Here we go. Critical hits and injuries. To the torso. You begin bleeding heavily. At the end of each of your subsequent turns, you suffer 2 dice of physical damage, ignoring all your damage resistances.
So he'll get one turn and then probably die.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So let me just make a note.
1 turn to live.
Okay, so that's essentially a kill. Moving on. Oh, is that the end of your turn?
He's going to he's still in the bathroom at this point. He's like at the bathroom door. So he's going to rotate and put his back against the wall inside it.
Okay. All right. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Garrick.
That was Garrick.
Oh, that was Garrick. I thought that was Miyamoto. Oh no, that was your surprise.
Miyamoto
I'm sorry.
Cut
I'm
the guys.
sorry.
Yeah. So this is still a surprise.
It's been a day. So let's bring us back to Miyamoto and the round resets. Go ahead and go.
Aha. Okay. Miyamoto has guns. He's going to use those guns. Nothing is in close range. Can he get inside the gas station?
If you ran, yeah. I mean, it would just be like going from one range increment to another.
That is what he will do. He'll go inside the gas station and take cover. If that takes his whole turn, that's fine.
Okay. You go into the gas station, and there's more people there.
All right.
You've got two
there
more.
Waited for him to take cover outside the gas station.
There is. Basically, you'd run to the gas station and probably just press yourself up against a wall and get partial cover.
Get down, crouch low outside, just outside the door, and aim the pistol, waiting for someone to come out. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, at this point, he'd probably just still have his sword out. Yeah. And that'll be his turn.
Okay. Now we're back to Garrick.
Okay. Garrick's going to take another shot.
Okay.
Quick move around, aim, fire, and do another butt ton of damage, I hope.
That's a crit.
Another crit. And for damage, 2, 4, 5, 6 with 3 piercing.
All right.
And hit location is left arm.
Okay. Arm. Drop any objects held in that hand, and the arm is broken, otherwise unable to move. You cannot perform any actions. Okay. So, basically, this guy is, he's got a gun in his right hand, so that doesn't really help you a whole lot, other than the fact that he's basically armless at this point.
Yay.
Wow.
And then he's going to put his crank twice again and go right back behind that wall. That's his turn.
All right.
Seems to be working. He's going to keep fucking doing it.
Major Gusset.
Indiscriminately fire at the next available.
Okay.
And I'll use one of the action points that I generated.
Okay. Cool.
So 3 dice. Rolling damage.
2 crits.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Crit tonight.
And the one extra. Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. See if when I inflict a crit hit, Okay, so that's that's 2d6 because that was 2 crits. So here's the 2d6. Another crit. So that's 3 criticals.
By the way, are you shooting at a fresh guy? Or are you shooting at one of the injured guys?
Oh, fresh guy.
Okay.
Whoever was closest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're all kind of rushing in from.
Okay.
They're all about medium range.
So that's 3 criticals. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 damage, right?
That is
5 damage, I think. And then
okay. So
location.
so hold on. What I'm seeing is 4 damage plus another 3. Is that right?
No, that was if one was an effect, then and then it was another critical.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so 4 damage. Give me a hit location.
So well, if like if it was an effect, there was another critical, so that would be 5 damage, right?
Oh,
No.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then the location is 19.
Okay, so 19.
There is a hit location button in the chat on your attack.
Okay, 19 is right leg, and that's a crit. So you immediately fall prone as your leg gives out from under your weight. You can no longer take the sprint action, and the move action is now a major action for you. So I'm just going to make a note.
My leg, they got me, Rob.
Okay,
My leg, Rob.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I duck into cover.
All right, Regis.
How many more targets are rushing at us? Fresh guys.
You got 2 guys who haven't been injured. You got 1 guy who's going to die after he goes next time. You got 1 guy who's armless. You got another person who's just knocked prone.
Well, I'm gonna aim my assault rifle at the next available target and try my luck.
Okay, so you're going for a fresh guy then. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. That'll hit. It's not a great hit, but it's a hit.
Hey, that's better than my normal luck.
Indeed.
Damage next, or
Yep. Give me some damage and a hit location.
Wow.
There you go.
How, Eric? Every time.
yeah. Well, Regis is something if not consistent.
Consistently inconsistent.
Yeah.
Well, you hurt him a little bit.
He won't be playing Parcheesi with that arm.
Well, technically he might be because you didn't even do enough to disable it.
Damn it.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, they're up. Okay, so let me just put a marker here so that we don't lose our spot. Make it easier next time. Okay. So the first one is going to take its pipe gun and shoot at Major Gusset.
Ping. No. You can't hurt me.
Well, that one's not going to hurt you because they missed their target number. The next one is going to... by the way, that was the one that took the bullet, Regis's bullet in the arm.
Okay.
The next one is going to try to shoot at Miyamoto. That is 1 success. What is Miyamoto's defense?
Miyamoto's defense is 2.
That glances off his samurai armor.
Hell yeah.
Okay. The dude who is destined to die will give him his shot next. And he's going to take his shot at Regis.
Yep.
Looks like we got one hit. Physical damage on a pipe gun is 3 of these. So 3 and a 4 don't do anything, and a 5 is 1. So you take 1 point of damage. 2 the 8.
Not the 8.
Not the 8. Anything but the 8. Let's see what the 8 is real quick. The 8 is the torso.
Yeah.
Oh no. You have a second chest wound.
Well,
So he shoots, he hits, and then he promptly dies.
Is he mostly dead or dead?
He's dead. He's bleeding out now. He lost consciousness.
Preemptive revenge.
That was a Princess Bride joke.
Yep.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
Okay, so that was 4 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So much.
The prone guy. What's the prone guy gonna do? Prone guy's gonna stay prone, and he's gonna
stay down.
He's not gonna attempt to shoot this time, given the fact that he's just he just took a whole bunch of damage. Yeah, he's stunned. So we'll go ahead and move this back up to Miyamoto.
Stick a fork
All
in
right. How many people were in that room?
2.
Oh, just 2. Cool. Miyamoto's gonna run in with his sword and attack one of them.
Okay.
His sword says fork on it. No.
Well, that
I
would
don't
be
know what-
that'd be a crit and a crit fail.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal an AP for that crit fail.
Probably wise.
I don't want this sword to break. It's kind of his whole identity. Okay, that's better. I'll take that.
Okay, so
Alright,
give me
so-
some damage.
2
It has
with 2
another knot on
piercing
the edge of the blade. No.
All right.
on right arm.
Okay. Well, 2 piercing isn't going to do a whole heck of a lot.
Nope.
But now you've got 2 more combatants in the combat.
Because-
Okay, is that
He's
the end of your
attacked.
turn?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Garrick.
Garrick is going to spin and fire at the healthiest guy he can see.
Okay, there still is one guy who's uninjured.
Perfect. Garrick is going to injure that guy.
Okay. Or at least
Or
attempt
not.
to. Do you want to
Ooh,
use some luck?
I do not have any luck. When does
Oh.
luck regenerate?
Beginning of the next session, I think.
All of it?
I would have to go and check.
Yeah.
Well, I will use 1 point of luck then, because I started the session with 0.
Okay.
Let's do a quick reroll of one of those. All right.
That's enough to hit.
Success. Yay. All right. Damage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 piercing. And the hit location is headshot.
Okay. But it's not a crit, so... Well, he's not happy. Let's put it that way. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. Go back to total cover. I like it there.
Okay, Major Gusset.
Right, this guy, was he in the building or inside?
No. You're still outside the building, so you're dealing with the people who are in between the building. Yeah.
Okay. The next is the guy that I shot. Is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I shoot him again.
He was a prone guy, right? He's the guy who dropped prone. So yeah, he's still alive, but he didn't attack last round.
Okay. Yeah. I shoot at him again, and I say, "Shh, just go to sleep. It'll be okay."
All right, give me an attack roll.
Yes, people. Major Gusset is a little bit mentally disturbed. Call it PTSD.
Called AI. That'll hit.
Rolling damage. As soon as my freaking... Okay, there. 1 second while I adjust the dice. Okay.
Okay, so that's 2.
Yep. Let's see. I spend 1 luck to roll another to roll 1 and see if I can get another critical. Nope.
Okay, so total of 2.
Yep. And this will be to his 8. Not the 8 again. My goodness. The torso.
8. Would we? Okay, torso. All right. Well, he's not dead yet. He's not doing too well.
I said go to sleep. Why don't you just go to sleep?
Yeah.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I duck behind cover again.
Okay. Regis, you're up.
I'm gonna take another shot at the guy the Major was just going at.
Tag team.
Yeah. Well, my luck is not as good as yours.
This guy is almost out of action. This is almost considered a double tap at this point.
Well, with my aim, it might not be.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Roll some damage. Hit location is irrelevant because you killed him.
Okay, done.
Oh yes. Thank
So
you for going to sleep.
He just kind of goes, ugh, and that's the last you hear of him. So you're still facing 3 dudes who are wounded outside the gas station, and 2 more inside the gas station. So we'll start with the 2 that are inside the gas station. They're gonna break out the tire irons, and they're going to attempt to hit Miyamoto. So this will be the first. So the first guy misses. Second guy definitely hits.
Okay.
Oh, hell's to the no.
You said he has a defense of, so that's a crit plus a regular hit. So figure out where this is to the 18.
Not the 18. Oh, goodness.
Not the 18. Oh no.
It's got to be a
Anything
leg,
but the 18.
Right?
Right leg. So, right leg, you're going to go down. Go back to the thing here. I just had it. So basically the deal is this. You're going to be hobbling around.
Yep.
Hop along.
I cannot shoot and move in the same turn anymore.
Right. So that was his attack. You've got 3 guys who are still up on the outside. So the first one is going to go against Garrick. Those are misses.
Wait, how much damage did Miyamoto take from that crit?
Oh, good question. Let me get that for you.
I mean, I hate to ask, but
Okay, so 3s and 4s do not count for anything. You actually only took 1 damage, but it was a crit.
ooh, love it.
So I'd say you're still in the
It
fight.
just hurts a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the guys who are on the outside, and Mr. Armless is going to take a shot at Regis. Though that's a hit. Damage is going to be...
You got hit by the one-armed man.
Okay, so a 1 is a 1 and a 5 is a 1. So you take 2 points of damage to the 6.
Damn it, the 6 again.
The torso. So that was the one-armed man. The next guy is barely injured. He's going to take a shot at Garrick. It's a hit. Okay, 4s don't count for anything, so that's a 2 points of damage.
Just to clarify, he's shooting through the bathroom wall.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. No, he's
Okay,
not.
Cool.
Instead, that hit is going to go against Major Gusset. Sorry, Major.
Sorry, Major.
That's okay. That's okay. Payback is a bitch. And so is this crazy one that will get her revenge.
3s and 4s are nothings. So
Ha.
that just kind of pinged off your body.
Ha.
Nice.
Someone's gonna be mostly dead. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try for dead.
Okay, so that was we had the armless guy. We have one more attack, and this one, Garrick is behind cover. Major Gus is clearly the most dangerous enemy out there, so they're gonna.
Well, I was
keep
behind
shooting
cover
at you.
too, but
You didn't say anything about that.
Okay.
That'll be another hit,
Keep
and you take one more.
of you guys.
You take 1 point of damage because
I should-
3s and 4s don't count. So,
Okay.
1 point to the 12, which is the 12 is the right arm.
Okay, so roll a d6.
Me roll the d6.
How do you want me to do this? Because I have arm 1, arm 2, and arm 3.
Oh, 1 and 2.
Oh, a 12 is going to be different for a Major Gusset than it is for a humanoid.
Okay.
Oh wait,
I should realize
hold
that.
on. I think I already have the
So
page screwed up.
in the character sheet, in every single
Yeah, I
character
have it.
sheet, in the top right, there
I
are 3 little
did have
icons.
it.
One of them is to roll 2d20, one of them is to roll a hit location, and one of them is to roll damage. We could all use that instead of rolling actual d6s.
Okay, so what is 14
Wasn't
I
it a 12?
think, but
or
Yeah.
12? Okay, 12 is arm 2.
Okay.
The arm 2 is my the flamer arm.
no.
It didn't destroy it.
No, but if... Yeah, that's true. As long as you can still use a flamer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my armor on that is I have a physical armor of 3.
Okay. So that was the end of their turn.
Probably didn't do anything.
3 armor. 3
Yeah.
armor didn't do anything. So that's the end of their turn. Miyamoto's up, and you still have 2 guys who are
Miyamoto's-
up in front of you.
Yeah, you're
Like I said,
gonna
payback is a
keep
bitch.
slashing. He's got a sword, and it appears to work. So he's going
Yeah.
to make it do work.
Ho.
Crit.
That's a crit.
Damage 3, no effect, and hit location on a humanoid is torso.
Okay. 3 to the hit location, torso, bleeding heavily. 2 physical damage. Basically, he's got 2 rounds to live.
Yay!
Oh.
That's Miyamoto's turn.
Okay. Moving on to Garrick.
Spin. Aim out the door. Fire at the healthiest looking guy.
Okay.
Two more crits.
Dang. All right. Give us your damage.
Whoa.
That is 6 damage with 5 piercing.
Okay.
I would have gotten
Amazingly,
through pretty much anything
he's
in the
not
game
dead,
armor-wise.
but give me a hit location on that.
Hit location, right leg.
Okay, right leg. Okay, he falls prone.
And we get an action point.
Yes. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Major Gusset.
Alrighty. So the guy that just tried to tried to blow up my my flamer arm. How close is he?
Medium.
Close to short range.
Okay.
I'll point my flamer arm at him and I'll just say, if you want to whistle, just blow, and I freaking and I fire my flamethrower at him.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a crit, 3 damage.
When
Now I forget. Did you knock this guy prone, or is he the armless guy?
the armless guy.
Okay. All right. Hit location doesn't really matter. He is dead.
He's French fried crispy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, I duck behind cover this time.
Okay.
Duck.
Regis, you're up.
All right, who's left?
You got one guy who's prone. You got another guy who is up and relatively healthy, but I shouldn't say relatively healthy. He's up and not wounded.
Does anyone smell barbecued mole rat? Okay.
Yeah, I'm aiming at the relatively healthy guy.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll hit.
And
All right. Don't bother with the hit location. He's dead.
ew.
Yeah.
Squirrel on a stick.
Okay. There's a total of 3 left. 2 of them are inside the building. The last one is laying prone on the ground. The guy who's prone is so close to death that he is not going to attempt to hit you. He's going to just lay there. So,
Mercy dagger.
So it looks like we've got 2 attacks on Miyamoto, and then we'll go on from there. So attack number 1, that'll hit. What was the damage on this thing again? He's hitting me with the tire iron, which could do 4. Oh, ouch. So that'll be 5 damage. 5 damage to the 7.
Torso.
All right.
And the next guy. What's your defense? 2?
2.
Okay, that misses.
Yay.
Moving on. You're up.
Oh,
Miyamoto.
I'm going to get him back so bad.
Keep in mind, he only has 1 round to live at this point.
Is that the guy that's on the ground that's just laying there?
He's the one who took the hit to the torso and he's bleeding out. So you got one guy who's uninjured, and you got another guy who, one way or another, he's dead next round.
Oh, can you save that one for me? I want to do something.
The dying guy?
The
Yeah,
one
sure.
that's on the ground that's like not moving at all.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the
is
one
that
outside.
the guy that's going to die next round?
Yeah.
No. There are 2 inside. One of them is
Right.
bleeding out. And there is one outside. He's on the ground.
Okay. I'm dealing with that one.
Okay. Then I will swing my sword at the guy that hit me. That's a crit.
Okay.
with
The
5 damage.
keep in mind the guy who hit you only has 1 round to live. You want to kill him,
Yes.
or do you want to put the
because
5
he
damage on the uninjured one?
Uninjured
okay,
one.
we'll put the 5 damage on the uninjured one.
Okay.
And I will just hope that one of my allies can come in time because Miyamoto just took a butt ton of damage.
Right. What is the hit location on that?
Hit location is torso. Also
Okay,
bleeding
so
out. Yay.
Now he's bleeding out. He's got 2 rounds to live.
All right. That's Miyamoto's turn.
Okay. Moving on to Garrick.
There's a guy on the ground that Major Gusset has called dibs on, so Garrick is going to move to the doorway of the gas station, look inside, and probably... Yeah, he's just going to take out a pipe pistol and shoot.
Okay.
But he will also take the aim minor action. So I can spot their... Because I have awareness and I took the aim at a target within close range, I can spot their weakness and can attack more efficiently. The next attack I make against that target gains piercing 1 or improves the rating of any piercing X damage effect by 1. So super piercing. Not that that's super helpful because these guys don't seem like they're armored. Okay, pipe pistol. That's a miss and a miss.
Totally.
And I will leave it at that.
Okay.
Actually,
All
no,
right.
I'll spend an action point. We have a butt ton of those.
Okay.
That's still a miss. Okay.
Yeah.
And I will
Swing and a miss.
turn around and get out of the doorway.
Okay.
And that's Garrick's turn.
Major Gusset.
Okay, so I need some clarification on the guy of the guy that's on the ground. Is he close to death? Is he like
He's very close to death. He's
Okay.
He's not reaching for his gun, which is laying a few feet away from him,
Okay.
and he is essentially, for all intents and purposes, playing dead.
Okay, so I hover next to him. I lower the flame on my on my thruster.
Mm-hmm.
To like kind of prop myself, kind of like touch down next to him. I reach over with my pincer arm, and I just I grip around his neck, and I just say you meatbags are so weird. I heard of this thing called breath play. Let's test this out. And I start closing my grip around his throat.
Oh dear God! Give me an attack roll.
Oh, no.
BDSM and freaking Fallout. Perfect. Hold on, let me see. I did not actually add my freaking pincer arm to the. Hold on, I have to actually add it. I don't know what the damage is for that freaking pincer.
We'll probably just assume it's 1D.
Okay. Melee weapon and 1D. Okay.
Yeah, what's your attack roll?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
I'm going to re-roll
That's a
that.
miss. Okay.
how's that possible?
Shouldn't be automatic lock on.
Wow, what happened to your rolls?
Oh, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't think there's much more you can do there.
All right.
End of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
Damn it.
moving on to
I'm
Regis.
still- I'm-
Clearly, the
still
major
tripping
did
on
not
this
have
program.
consent.
Regis, what you doing?
Well, there's nobody left between us and the building, right?
Correct.
Well, I'm running toward the building.
Okay. You can basically, it's just a move. It's one movement from, or it's basically one range increment to go from where you're at to inside the building. So do
Okay.
you want to just run into the building and attack something?
You betcha.
Okay. You got two guys are still up. The one guy looks like he's taken. Actually, they both have taken some pretty severe shots and are bleeding out.
Okay.
So
Running in, and the one closest to me with my pipe gun.
that'll hit.
Yes.
You don't even need to roll damage on this one. He's dead.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. The raider who is staring up at the Major Gusset says, "I surrender."
Huh?
Well, what
I
you
just
do with
keep
that is up to
squeezing.
you. And then the other one who has 2 rounds to live is going to take a shot at, or use the tire iron at Miyamoto.
Oof.
That's 1 success. That'll miss.
Yes. And a
That's-
complication, if I'm not mistaken. Unless, I don't know if enemies get complications.
Oh, you're right. That is a complication. So he takes damage already due to the fact that he was going to from that torso hit. Medical emergency, and he dies. That's
He
complicated.
just has a heart attack.
Well,
Right
he was
there.
down to 1 hit point. He was bleeding out, so he just finishes bleeding out around early.
Oh, man.
Okay, so everybody but Major Gusset is inside the red rocket.
I float inside after a few minutes.
Okay. A few minutes. Okay, when
Yeah.
you're waiting for Major Gusset to float in there, the door to the office opens up, and there's a guy standing there in a Caesar's Legion outfit, and he's got a guy in power armor next to him.
Oh,
And that's where we're going to leave things
Ooh.
tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
not nice. Chat, we really need that positive plot twist, please.
Yeah.
No. Here's my plan. I'm gonna take all 4 of my baseball grenades, pull the pins, and just leave them in the room and just yell, "Run!"
Oh, I thought you were gonna go and hug them.
But-
Like
and
vampire
we
bites.
put past
We're-
Derek.
We're going to get to this next time.
All right.
So, with that said, we're going to leave things on a cliffhanger, and let's go ahead and do our outros. Starting with Eric.
Eric playing Regis Mosset. This firefight went better than most for Regis, although he's still walking wounded.
I think you are. All of you are a little bit, except for maybe Major Gusset.
Because I'm well
okay.
armored.
Raven?
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. I've had the pleasure of playing the homicidal, maybe genocidal, Miss Gutsy, Major Gusset. It's been a pleasure. You can find me all over the internet at Familiar Raven. Thank you.
All right. Dennis?
Hi, I'm Dennis. I played both Garrick Benson and Miyamoto Lamore this evening. It was very interesting playing 2 characters. I am slowly. I know I've been playing this for a while, but I'm getting more and more into the Modifius's Fallout system, and the more I play it, the smoother and smoother it goes. I'm starting to really fall in love with this thing. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, I run the Okayest DM YouTube channel where I make mistakes running games so you don't have to. Lately, I've been designing sagas, which is an acronym for setting and genre agnostic system. We've been doing constant live play tests over on OKSDM on YouTube. We've done a lot of very specific IPs, like we've done Pokemon in the post-apocalypse. We've done sort of a dark Great Mouse Detective one. We're right now in talks for a Power Rangers one and a Jujutsu Kaisen one. And
Sweet.
we have not yet to find a world that cannot be run with the Saga's TTRPG. So if you want to give it a play test, if you have a world that you've always wanted to play TTRPG in, go check out Saga's beta play test over on DriveThruRPG and download your copy for free.
Cool. So I'm Darren Drader, the game master, also game designer. But here's some pertinent information for you that I didn't give you earlier in the stream. You can catch me again here on Cybernation Uncensored on this coming Wednesday, where we will be playing Star Trek Athena. And in that particular group, Eric is also with us. So if you had fun tonight, you might have fun then too. So that's going to be Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Pacific time. All of our times are Pacific time because that's where I'm at. So that said, we're going to go ahead and call it a night, and we'll see you on the first Saturday of next month. Night, everybody.
Night.
Right.
Good night.